What if I told you that the happiest moment of your life has already happened, but you were too busy chasing the future to notice? What if everything you're working toward right now, the job, the money, the relationship, wasn't the key to happiness, but the thing keeping you from it? I learned this the hard way. 3 years ago, I hit rock bottom. Picture me at 3:00 a.m. I'm in my parents' basement, one hand gripping a Mountain Dew, the other scrolling my phone as I order my fifth takeout meal that week. My room, a disaster zone. Empty energy drink cans, blinds permanently shut, the only light coming from my triple monitor World of Warcraft setup. I weighed 265 LEBs. My bank account balance? A solid $50. My dating life? Well, let's just say my most meaningful relationship was with my raid team. But every night before I fell asleep, I'd tell myself, once I lose the weight, get a job, find a girlfriend, and move out, then I'll finally be happy. Then my real life can begin. But one day something clicked. I started small, really small, swapped one Monster Energy for water, walked for 10 minutes around the block, applied for one job a day, and you know what? Each tiny victory felt incredible. My heart would race every time I hit submit on a job application. I'd feel this weird, unexpected excitement when I walked just a little farther than the day before. But the biggest breakthrough, it came from the last place I expected, gaming. See, in World of Warcraft, I'd grind for months to get the best gear. I'd tell myself, once I get that legendary sword, then I'll really enjoy the game. But what actually happened? I'd finally get the sword, stand in Stormwind showing it off for a day, then feel nothing. The fun was never in having the gear, it was in earning it. Fast forward a year and a half. I'd lost 87 LBs, landed a solid job, found an amazing girlfriend, and moved into my own place. I was finally living the exact life I used to dream about in that basement. But then, that same emptiness crept back in. The same feeling I had after getting that legendary sword. That's when it finally hit me. The happiest moments weren't in achieving the goal, they were in chasing it. I was happiest on those first shaky walks around the block, during those nerve-wracking moments before hitting send on a job application. Even in those awkward first conversations with girls, sweaty palms and all. And here's the kicker. You know those people on Instagram with the perfect bodies, the dream jobs, the flawless lives? I guarantee you they're either feeling that same emptiness or they've already moved on to their next goal. Because that's the secret no one tells you. There is no finish line. There's no magical point where you arrive at happiness. So, what's the solution? Two things. Always have something you're working toward. It doesn't have to be massive. Maybe you learn to cook something besides microwave meals. Maybe you finally read that book on your nightstand. Maybe you pick up that dusty guitar and learn 3 chords. The size of the goal doesn't matter. What matters is having something that excites you. Stop waiting to live. That little voice in your head saying, I'll be happy when... It's lying to you. The life you dream about isn't waiting for you at some future milestone. It's in those tiny moments of progress, those little victories, those heart-pounding moments when you push just past your comfort zone. Tomorrow morning, you could wake up and start living your dream life. Not because you suddenly have everything you want, but because you finally understand that happiness isn't in the achievement, it's in the pursuit. It's in the journey, the growth, the daily small wins, and yes, even in the failures that make you stronger. So stop waiting, start living.